Hello, everyone. This is James Scott from Cryptosomniacs and DigiChain Capital. We have a very special guest. Many of you out there know me as a trader, and as a trader, I'm always interested in new trading resources. So today we are talking with CoinAnalyst. CoinAnalyst has been quoted as a Bloomberg of the crypto and ICO space. As I understand it, CoinAnalyst is a AI-based big data analytics platform allowing traders and investors to make informed decisions based on various data sets such as sentiment analysis. I'd like to introduce you all to Pascal, the CEO of CoinAnalyst. Can you please introduce yourself and explain a little bit about the CoinAnalyst platform to us?
Great. Hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here today. Thanks a lot for the invitation, James. I'm Pascal. I'm from my background, an economist with a minor in computer science, and I've been working the last 8 years in big data and AI. So that is my specialty. And we have founded CoinAnalyst in the beginning of 2018. It is a spin-off of my other company that I've been working in big data AI in, which is Kogia, a company specialized in customer satisfaction analysis. And we are managing BMW worldwide, Volkswagen, and Lufthansa. And we use that technology base to then create CoinAnalyst. The project unofficially started already last year, in summer last year. And just I wanted to highlight a little bit how it came from. It actually came over, or it was invented over a beer, hanging out with my friends that were trading in crypto last June. And after everybody was making money, so it was a good time. And I was still not in. I was like, oh man, because I'm just so focused on big data AI. And then my friends were saying, how much money they were making, and I started to say, okay, I gotta get in. But in the evening later on, they also told me and shared with me the problems that they had. Number one, that it took a long time to research any relevant project and to find out if it's what's important about it in order to make your investment decision. That's number one. And number two, I noticed that my friends actually, most millennials, most of them actually never traded a stock in their life. And I'm a lucky guy that actually caught the .com. I was super young, but actually I made my first million at the .com. It was really, really fun. And so they lacked that experience, and due to that, they were constantly looking at the smartphones and could not relax anymore. They got in trouble with the girlfriends and stuff like that, right? That was the second problem. And the third problem was that they wanted to, of course, we're a bit more like less risk averse. How about that? Of a kind of group. And so they would like to invest in ICOs, but they always kind of were worried that they might, buy a scam, especially with BitConnect and stuff like that. So these were the three problems that they told me, and I said, "Hey guys, you know what I'm doing." I was kind of a little bit the loser at that point because I was not in yet, right? And I say, "Hey, I do big data AI. I can solve your problem, and I can make a solution for this." And then I looked into it. I saw the market was huge. We have already 20 million traders worldwide. We have 100 million FX traders that are all going to go get into. They're all going to basically go into crypto. So there's going to be 100 million crypto traders within the next 18 to 94 months, I think. And so I saw there's a huge opportunity, and there's a big need for a solution that I was going to provide, because I was going to build it. As I had the technology as a base from other company, I said, let's use that and build up on it an amazing platform and create the Bloomberg for crypto and ICOs. And that's how it all started. So sorry that it took a little longer, but just to give you guys a little roundup where I'm from and how it all started. And geographically, that you guys have a feeling where we're from. I'm actually from Frankfurt, Germany, and I'm an Italian German. So now you know everything.
Yeah, that's a great background. I can definitely see the use case there, particularly as a trader myself. I think I'm planning on writing a book about the separation of crypto and marriage, so I understand all of that.
Wise man.
Yeah. All right. Well, we put together some questions from the community, so we're going to ask you some hard questions. But before we delve deeper, can we do a token giveaway for the community?
Absolutely. Well, I will create a nice package for your community as a giveaway. The exact amount I will give it to you after the interview. We'll discuss it.
Yeah.
And I will try to make a nice and attractive bonus for your listeners. Absolutely.
Yeah, sounds good. Looking forward to that. All right, let's start with some questions. You mentioned Kogia. Can you explain Kogia and the association with CoinAnalyst?
Yeah, so Kogia is my other company I founded in 2010, and it's a big data AI company, and with the specialty in customer satisfaction analysis, as I mentioned. And we are actually the global preferred vendor for BMW worldwide. For when you go with your car to the shop, and your customer experience feedback, what you share, your comments, that's what our big data analysis tool analyzes the sentiment and provides that feedback to the headquarter in Munich. And based on that, dealerships get their bonuses, or they can improve things, in the cars and stuff like that. So it has a nice scope. I'm the majority shareholder also of that other company. And so what I did is, in order to make everybody benefit from this new venture that I did, I have Kogia as the majority shareholder in CoinAnalyst. So CoinAnalyst is thus a spin-off, and Kogia is the majority shareholder, and transferred also the IP to CoinAnalyst in order to have a base to work off. Yeah, that's how this relationship makes up and comes from.
Yeah, okay. And so how does that all work, and where does the AI fit into that?
You mean the artificial intelligence?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, we know big data is important to have all the data. So we have search technology like crawlers, like a Google, right? So once you get into the big data space and you want to collect all the news, online news worldwide, all the social media chatter in YouTube comments, like in this channel, catching all the comments of all the influencers, Twitter, Reddit, Bitcoin Talk, we're talking about big data. And once you want to manage that tsunami of data, you really need AI to manage that beast, right? And it's not just AI. You use text mining. It's the one process. So it's like mining gold. You're trying to mine text. There are semantics and algorithms out there already without AI that help you find patterns. But the AI is just the additional very important piece, because it has a learning in it, and it starts to learn from patterns. And so now that helps you to identify unknown documents, to be able to classify them and to see, hey, there's somebody talking about something similar, but it was not completely described perfectly in my keywords, right? But maybe it might not even have my keywords, but it's still talking about my Ether project, right? The Ethereum project, or the Monero project, wherever I'm involved, without mentioning Monero. So if you have AI and all these similar words are in the comments that are related to Monero, for example, it would pick it up because it would recognize the pattern. So that's why AI is very valuable. And also with sentiment, AI helps you to improve the sentiment. So sentiment analysis automatically, to be able to identify automatically if the mood is positive or negative based on comments, has a precision about 70 to 75%. And with AI, you can improve it, because that's how you train the training set. That's basically and also, just to give you guys a little more insight, we are doing supervised machine learning. That is the method that we're using from the AI part. Also, where it makes sense, we use deep learning, but supervised machine learning is our majority piece, or most focused part. And supervised means a human person needs to help the system and trains it and even corrects it. So if we tag something wrong, by having a human changing it and improving it, the system then learns from that new improvement, but from this new pattern. And that's how it works. And so that's how AI is very useful and valuable in this space. And also in many areas. We're not just talking about sentiment. We're talking about classifications. We're talking about relevance, helping to identify which people or which sources are relevant. Because that beast of data, you need to manage that beast of data, and you want to just focus on the important stuff. That is another piece where you can train and use AI.
Yeah, great. Makes sense. Perfect. And how does this appeal to newcomers in the crypto market? And more importantly for me, how does it appeal to the experienced traders?
Well, even experienced traders need information like Bloomberg. And I think basically having a tool that helps you have all the information centrally in one place will save you time already, just with that very simple fact. Secondly, by giving even the professional trader, those pattern recognitions, those weak signal identifications will help the traders to identify early that there might be something up, so that is an opportunity to come in. Something that the chart techniques, doesn't help you. It doesn't share with you, because the charts can't tell you these things that are happening, that are just discussed behind a room, or some rumor that came up that's changing the game, right? So when you use charts, it always looks at patterns on normal cycles. It doesn't protect you on irregularity. The Chinese government decides to get out of the ICO space. Bam! This kind of news has a huge impact. This cannot be foreseen in a chart technique. This is why you need this information, and to help you and give you a 360. A professional trader needs us. We are the back mirror for you guys.
Yeah, particularly in crypto, I've noticed that a lot, and you do need
absolutely
resources, and that's why I've been following this project, and I'm very interested. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah,
we like to be involved with people like you guys, because we can learn from you guys, and help make your feedback will help us make our product great. Also your community, I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I reserved also some MVP spots for you exclusively to for a certain amount of people that can join our MVP testing, right?
Yeah, wow. Did you hear that, guys? So we're going to get early access to the platform. So I think we might hold a competition in the community, and we'll announce some winners and give them early access. So we're looking forward.
That would be great.
And we can.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the feedback. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. And based on what you were saying as well, that a lot of valuable data comes from China, Japan, and Korea in particular. Do you have like a multilingual data aggregation?
Yes, I do have a multilingual data aggregation. However, I face the challenges as well. So we can collect the data, but for example, sentiment analysis with Chinese, certain algorithms in pattern recognitions, the semantics. Well, I tell you, we're working on this. It is challenging. I have not mastered those three languages yet properly, but we collect data, we can catch the information, but there's still a lot of room to improve for sentiment analysis, and a lot of room to improve even with the semantics. So the idea is, for example, in Chinese, the available neural language programming libraries, NLP libraries, basically that are available even from Stanford, we use the Stanford library, for example, is not good enough for Chinese. So basically what we will need to do, and is that what we were going to do also with the ICO money that we're raising. By the way, we are having an ICO. It's going to run till end of March. And this money, which part of that money that we also raise, is going to be that we're going to do our own library, our own NLP library for Chinese, for Japanese and Korean, because there's nothing high quality out there. So you need to work with linguists together and really build it your own. Yeah,
that sounds good. Cool. All right. And I use a lot of news sources, and I follow a lot of social media groups. Can CoinAnalyst aggregate the data I want? It's just, so many channels, and I'm looking at so many different sources. Do you have some kind of aggregation with that?
Sure. We can catch all, as long as it's publicly available.
Yeah.
We can have it and give it to you. We will try to give you also like favorites, so that you can analyze your favorites and stuff and catch them. We are even able to catch Telegram groups. That, so as long as we'll provide a form where people can add the handles that they want to be monitored, and because that's the pass. It requires the handles. We don't know automatically the handles of the groups, so we'll need that process in it. But with our users being able to add the handles, at that moment we'll start catching the data also from the Telegram groups that they care and they monitor.
Yeah,
and all the other social media groups, influencers, whoever you want. We can monitor them, and it's going to be crawled.
Yeah. Okay. So even such as like the comments in YouTube and
Absolutely.
yeah. Wow. Okay, that's great. While we're on the
Yeah.
subject of news, there's a lot of fake news in crypto. You know, I'd like a fake news detector. Do you have something like?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, we're the first to try to face this problem and created our first alpha version of a fake news detector. It's included in our system. It is AI based and means a lot, and it needs a lot of training. So it's a first shot, right? But we require to make it amazing. We will require 1 million inputs, no matter from where they come. But we need 1 million inputs to have amazingness in the fake news detection. So, but anyways, it's on it, and we already have it in there, and we put in quite a bit of training. So we have already 5 million in training of documents in that AI for the fake news detector, but we'll need another 1 million roughly to make it perfect.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. It is exciting, and I will create ways that our users will be able to flag fake news and teach our system. And when we do, false positives, and say, okay, something is a fake news and it's not, you can correct it, and then with that, the system learns as well. But we're the first to do this because we thought this space is a global phenomenon, the blockchain crypto space, and that means it cannot be regulated by one country, and we don't have a rule for the whole world. So I thought we need to create a Bloomberg with a sheriff star, and that's what our different DNA is compared to any other maybe competitor that's going to come up. Is that we want to be like a Bloomberg on the news side, but with the sheriff star, meaning with the protection of the people by adding the fake news detection, which is an amazing first try. I'm very excited about it. And we add a scam detector, which is based on statistics. There's no AI in it, but statistics and thresholds. Very robust, simple methodology, and it's really good in identifying scam patterns. It's really good.
Yeah, we kind of like to look at ourselves as the crypto police and kind of out the scams and keep everyone informed. So it's great to have a resource like that. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So we looked at BitConnect just to give you an idea how it works. A very simple method is crowd intelligence. Also, it leverages. We have the statistics of, let's say, the first week of all the voices, right? And we define the topic scam, right? It's with all the synonyms in the library in it. And so if the voices of scam, not just negative voice, but negative and scam, increasing by, let's say, a threshold of 20% compared to the week before, then you get a scam alert, right? And if you have 3 weeks in a row a scam alert from us, you should reconsider your investment or look into it.
Yeah.
That's because what we notice is that the scams are not like one day, one quick scam, like come in and out scam. Those scams are longer. They try to catch a lot. If you look at BitConnect, it took 6 months. I mean, it's forever. I mean, it's so anyway. So till those scams are really discovered, you have time. So there's time to get you also out of it, right, early enough, and enough time to see the patterns.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I also saw something about a stop loss 2.0 in your documentation. What is that?
It's my baby. That's when I started the trade in the end of the 99 2000, right? That's when I started the trade first time, and I was a lucky guy because a lot of it's very similar to the .com because I have friends 21. He's like a crypto millionaire. Now he's not anymore because the prices are too low, but he's still he's driving his big Beamer, his 5 Beamer. He's living in a nice place, so he cashed in quite nicely. But he's 21. Anyways, first time in his life trading, and he's making tons of money. And I was that kind of lucky guy at that time. I borrowed 10,000 at the time. .com, right? It was going crazy. Everything went up. What I notice is, and what pisses me off is that the stop loss has not evolved since my times even, and there's been how long stop loss exists. I have no idea. Maybe since technology makes it possible to have stop loss. there's no evolution. And with big data and AI, and with the fact that I can catch the news, and with blockchain in smart contracts and Oracle, suddenly I can create something amazing. So this is not yet in the product. It's in our roadmap because it's a bigger beast. It's going to be the end of 2019. So we are leveraging and using oracles. Oracles, as we are on ERC20 tokens, we have oracles that we can use. So our news, as we're catching all the news, we identify 5 trusted news sites, and it doesn't have to be a news. It could be also a person that we think is a trusted source. Let's say 5 trusted sources say that a certain project is a scam. This information goes to an oracle, and the oracle then triggers the smart contract to sell your position instantly. So let me say this in easy terms. I'm sorry, this was nerdy. We are building with Stop Loss 2.0 a system to help you minimize your loss. So if you buy at $10 and you have a stop loss at 7, I don't have to wait. If I know everything that this thing is going to drop even, very low, I don't need to wait till it hits the 7 to get your position out. I will try to minimize your loss and get it instantly out, and that's the vision. And that's something, that's my baby I like. And that's my thing.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, I looked at it, and I can tell you something. It won't work for big positions because I will need to have access to the wallet. So we'll create our own wallet eventually. It will be an ERC20 based investment token that you might have. If it's not an ERC20 token, I cannot do it. That's just from a technical side. And so if it's like on my wallet or online, people wouldn't put $1 million on something, right? But for small traders, for smaller positions, I see people could have maybe 10,000, 20,000 maybe there that they wouldn't mind. And those kind of positions, as long as I have access to it directly, technically, I can sell instantly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's progress. It's interesting. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Look, this was something I did it for myself. I was missing this. I was saying, I want the Stop Loss 2.0. Yeah. Good. So, what else do you have? What else can I answer?
In your white paper, it mentions integration into trading platforms and actually mentions Coinergy. How does that work? And what other platforms could you integrate into?
We're looking at TradingView and others. Basically, the sky's the limit. As long as trading platforms use standard APIs, we can dock in and integrate into them, and also maybe take the portfolio from them. The vision is I want to minimize your work and make the user experience as good as possible. So once we have those APIs and I could have access, you use our tool, I would be able to have access to your portfolio and pull the portfolio over in our system so that we start monitoring all the projects that you are invested in without having you to type every project in. But that's just minor stuff. Secondly, the idea is by having an integration with the trading app is that if you see something that you want to sell, that you can go maybe straight to the trading app and push the sell through those trading apps or directly to the exchanges. But for this, like I said, we are very early in the stage, and how it's going to work out will also depend a lot on the needs and the requests of our customers.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. And I also noticed you had quite a large following on Telegram, over 33,000 followers.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. What other social media channels can people find you on?
Actually, in all channels, but Telegram has been our focus channel, just to have it all concentrated. But we are on Twitter. Obviously, that's important for traders. We use Medium. We also have a little bit, but not as strong or as active, YouTube and other channels. Even Facebook is there. So you can find us everywhere. But our preferred way, if you want to get in a dialogue with us, would be to use Telegram.
Okay, cool. And so the platform, we're in testing stage now, and as you were saying, we're going to give some lucky people early access.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. And well, let's talk about the investment side of things, because the ICO is actually currently active now. Is that right?
Sure. Yes. Yes. It's
And that
going
ends
till
in
end of March.
March, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And is that regulated?
In what sense regulated? Because we are utility tokens, so we're not really security tokens, and so regulated in what sense?
Yeah, I thought I read something about being regulated in Germany.
Okay, yeah. What it means is
Or exempt from.
we got a no action letter from the German SEC. It's called, in Germany it's called BaFin. So that's something very unique. It took us a year that we are a real utility token, and provide, due to that, investor safetyness and clarity that we've been approved by the German regulator as a real utility token, and as we are a German incorporated ICO.
Yeah, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, there's only a few companies in the world actually that has that.
Yeah, wow.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, it took us a year. Plus, there's not that many German ICOs, but yeah.
Fair enough. Well, it's progress. It's good to know, that's for sure. A bit of peace of mind there. And for investors, is there equity available?
Yeah, as times have changed, to be honest, the ICO space has changed quite significantly. Retail has gone dramatically down, and really the money and the focus for the ICOs now is to talk to institutionals, to traditional investors, and basically due to that, you need to now also offer equity in a hybrid model. So we offer our token sale, we offer pure equity, and we are offering a hybrid model if you want a split of equity and tokens. So for any needs, we are prepared and we're set and open for business.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good to know. And and for those investors, would there be voting rights or something like that?
If you have equity, you have it's a common share, a common stock.
Yeah.
So you would have voting rights, all the rights that a normal shareholder would have.
Yeah, cool. Okay. And I guess we should talk about price stabilization. Are you implementing any mechanisms to stabilize price on the secondary market?
Well, this secondary, we're a utility token. So if people work on the secondary market, it's their choice. But what we're doing, and which could maybe have an effect on the secondary markets, is that we call it a discount token. That means we motivate our users to hold the token. So if you hold the tokens for a month, you commit yourself to hold your tokens for a month, we'll give you discounts on our services. So the more tokens you hold, the more discounts we will provide you. That's one thing. So that will, of course, indirectly, because you have less supply, create stability in those kind of secondary markets. Secondly, in order for, we have an incentive plan that we will use our gains, and we took this a little bit from Binance, inspired by Binance, that we will actually use 20% of our profits regularly to buy back from the market our tokens. So due to that, we also will help the secondary market.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I was implying. And that was my next question, because in the white paper it mentions token burns are all built in deflation mechanism and the buybacks as well.
So token burn, that's a very big one. So we were thinking, how do we make our token special? And very, unique for collectors. If people would collect a token, what is the value? How to increase the value of our token? And the idea is basically, with every transaction that we have, anybody that buys our product, we have a subscription model. It's going to be a monthly subscription model, and we're going to have 3 different types of packages. One for the basic entry, $20 per month. Then we have a professional package, $100 per month, and then we have it for the institutionals, which is $1,500 per month. Those are the 3 different packages. Obviously, pricing can change because we'll adapt to the price which is accepted in the market. But these are the prices we wanted to go out. So with every acquisition and everybody buying our tool, we will be burning certain amount of a certain percentage of every acquisition. So anybody that buys our tool, and the more successful we are, and the more people use our subscription, the less and less tokens we are. So in the beginning, we will be using 20%. We will be burning of the tokens that we get. So if somebody buys $100 of service in 1 month, which is $100 in tokens, I would be burning $20 from that $100. So step by step, we will be reducing the supply of the tokens and become very, very small. And due to that, the tokens should have a nice effect for the people that want to have tokens. As the supply is, reduced, the demand should increase.
Yeah.
Simple economics.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. All right. Well, yeah, I look forward to getting a demo of the platform and getting into there and doing some testing, and definitely looking forward to doing a competition with the community and letting some other traders get access. So definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, look, guys, I'm very perfectionist, so I want an amazing product. And amazing means for me, 10 people use it, and 9 people say it's great, and 1 person is allowed to say it's, be complaining. It's fine, but 9 have to be great, and that's where I need to get to. So to be honest, I think I'm at 50%, and I would like you guys to help me to get the perfection. And actually, this is my first motivation factor. I like to have an amazing product I feel proud of, and then a side effect of it should be I should make good money with it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking forward to the feedback. I'm excited, that you will give it to good people.
Yeah. So we got early access and a token giveaway coming. So definitely looking forward to that, and stay announced and stay tuned for that. Cool.
All right. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here, and I appreciate your time.
I appreciate your time, and thanks for inviting me.
Great. Okay. See you, everybody. Thank you.
See you guys. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.